You might take a moment to refer to a copy of the blue card. We've touched on partials several times, and by now you should have a good understanding that they may often be the appropriate outcome from a summer camp or merit badge event experience. But as you issue partials, there are a few fine points to keep in mind. 1. Use the table area on the front of the second panel of the blue card to list and initial each requirement as the scout completes it. Please don't ever rely only on your memory. 2. Do not sign the counselor's signature line on the front two panels of the card until all requirements are fulfilled. 3. Partially completed merit badges don't expire. The scout has until his 18th birthday to complete the requirements. In the case of a partial completion, the original counselor does not retain the counselor's portion of the card. Any subsequent counselors will need to work with it. Future counselors may choose not to accept partial work, but this should be rare, and if a scout believes he is being treated unfairly in this, he may work with his scoutmaster to find another counselor. As you look at this slide, keep in mind that the key word here is earned. If a scout learns the material for a particular merit badge, and a registered and approved counselor successfully tests him on the requirements, and then a brief review with the unit leader confirms the scout has earned the badge. Now note, that's review, not retest. Then the advancement is recorded and the scout is recognized with the merit badge patch. End of story. The aims of scouting with regard to this merit badge have been met. Even though this topic is now worded somewhat differently in the Guide to Advancement, it will still raise questions. So let's see how you might answer them. First question. What if the scout doesn't retain what he's learned? Is there any recourse? And why or why not? There is no recourse. He gets to keep and count the badge. According to topic 2003 in the Guide to Advancement, quote, personal growth is the primary goal, unquote. And, quote, as a scout learns a skill and then is tested on it, reviewed and recognized, he develops confidence. He comes to realize that he can learn and do other similar things. The retention of scouting skills and knowledge is important, of course, but for retention to take place, it will be because scouting skills and knowledge are used in our programs, unquote. Okay. Second question. What if the counselor is not registered or not approved, but the scout still actually and personally fulfilled all the requirements as written? Okay, the answer to this one again goes to the Guide to Advancement. In this case, it's topic 7046. And this one says, quote, the badge is his to keep and count. If a scout, without intent to violate national BSA procedures or policies, fulfills merit badge requirements with someone who is not registered and approved as a counselor, it goes on to say, quote, this could happen, for example, if a scout in good faith contacts someone who has inadvertently been dropped from a unit or district charter, unquote. It is the unit leader's responsibility to help scouts understand that only registered and approved counselors are to be used. If this has been communicated, and a youth shows he has a clear understanding of the mandate, yet he ignores it, then the unit leader may require the young man to work with another counselor who is properly registered and approved and who will verify that the requirements were met and then sign the blue card. The unit leader should discuss potential follow-up counselors with the scout and provide the name of at least one, but scouts must be allowed to work with registered and approved counselors of their choice. If it is suspected that it would have been impossible for a youth to complete a merit badge, there is a limited recourse available that may result in the decision that the requirements could not have been fulfilled and thus the merit badge was not actually earned. This might be the case if a scout, for example, returns from camp with an extraordinary number of signed blue cards over and above what most scouts ever earn at camp. The unit leader begins the process by consulting with those involved, such as the merit badge fair coordinator, camp director, or counselor. Then, in a positive, supporting manner, the unit leader should hold a conference with the youth and discuss aspects of the merit badge class, such as who taught the program, when and where it was held, what sort of activities took place, how testing was done, and what the youth took home from the program. Note, though, this is not a retesting session. If it becomes clear and evident that requirements could not possibly have been fulfilled, then the unit leader offers the name of at least one other counselor the youth may work with to fulfill the incomplete requirements. Again, however, the youth may choose any registered and approved counselor. But, special note, in this case the merit badge is not taken away because, although signed off, it was never actually earned. Additionally, this procedure is not to be viewed as an opportunity to retest on the requirements, to interject another set of standards, or to debate whether the youth was strong enough, mature enough, or old enough to have completed the requirements. More information on using this limited recourse is detailed in the Guide to Advancement, Topic 7047.